So a cousin brother of mine basically asked me, he's just passing 12th standard, and he asked me, via what specialization should I choose? And I'm always shocked when this happens. Like, how can you ask a 12th standard student who's just coming out of their JEE preparation, going into the BTech degree, whether they haven't even decided or if they want to be an electrical engineer or electronics engineer or go for this straight field called computer science. And we ask them, oh, do you want to be a BTech AI ML engineer with specialization in cloud computing and then a master's in something specifically to data science? So none of that makes any sense. You don't know if any of these fields would actually exist in the next 5 years with how AI is in play. You don't know what a BTech DevOps expert will be doing the next 4 years, because already structured framework jobs are the easiest to replace. So DevOps engineer is the first to go. You don't know any of this would even be possible. And most of the engineering colleges in this country have created this balloon system of computer science where we are saying that, hey, come in and you're getting this many lakhs LBA jobs and join us, and this will happen and this will happen. And I don't want to be the negative sounding cringe, but I actually don't think that the same kind of jobs will exist in the next 4 years. Computer science and software engineering will completely transform the change. The way you code, the way an engineer is needed in coding, the way a company has to hire an engineer for the coding purpose will be changed. So I am an AI engineer myself, and I constantly talk to the experts of the field, and it is a consensus that surely there will be 100 times more softwares being built in the next 4 years. But again, how the software will be built, what kind of engineers will be needed, will change every month, every 6 months. So imagine you are studying in a college where your professors who have been trained on C++ in 1995 are standing there and telling you that, hey, learn this for the object-oriented programming language, and you're supposed to be an anchor to become an expert on this in the next 1 year, and eventually 1.5 years later you realize that the AI abstraction that it will build, like AI is doing up 20 times better coding on C++ than if you would be already. What will happen in 1.5 years, I don't know, and we don't know what will be the case in 2030. So after we look at all this scenario, we at Aestr by Gyan, they've decided to launch our own version of unique VTech in CS. We thought that it's about time that the engineers join me, that the engineers decide how the next colleagues of theirs or the next people will be joining their labs and their teams. What kind of people do I need there? What kind of people do I want to join my team? And I want to prepare those people here. I want people who are geniuses in the field, who are able to think outside the box, who are not coders anymore. I don't need a full stack engineer. I don't need a back-end engineer. I don't need a DevOps or a cloud engineer. I need someone who has built text, who knows maths, who knows how to transform my models are built, who will be the one dedicating solving the problems of squares in transformers, who will be there building the next models that make the next defense project that India is developing, or the next exoskeletons, or the next robotics in the next 5 years. Half of the teachers would be your theoretical teachers. You need to be an expert in mathematics to be a great engineer. You do need to be great at physics to be a great engineer, or you do need some sort of niche field where you will be choosing the forward path, say bioinformatics, say civil engineering, say smart city development, robotics, electronics, some field that every computer scientist must be aware of, that sort of makes you outside box. That when I see your CV, I see someone who's not just a straightforward full stack engineer. I want to see someone who knows multiple things, who will be joining me as if I'm running a bioinformatics company. I want someone who knows the bioinformatics part plus the AI part. If I'm running a smart city company, I want both things. If I'm running a material science company, I want a material science expert build an AI expert, and I want both of them to be the same person. So that would be what the period would be the next 5 years. And to prepare for that, we launched that course in 2 ways. There's a major and there's a minor. The majors are highly flexible. We would be developing that as time goes. We'll be developing as to what the industry's need is in the next 4 years, and your expertise will be built while you're doing those internships with us, with the industry partners that we have. Since like even AI MLs will change a lot. We have multi-agent systems coming in. You have systems we don't even know today, but there's companies that are quality built these large SDKs on which different AIs are joining, and now different AIs are all trained together, function as one human or multiple humans, or even in an organization together. So if you're joining AI and ML specialization, you should know about all that. Then there is cloud engineering. If you want to be the next cloud engineering expert, it's a lot related to cybersecurity. It's going to be, you have to be an engineer, knows the depths where not about how to upload your code on your cloud, or even making cloud architecture, but you would have to be someone who actually architecturing the whole application. So a cloud computer engineer basically becomes an application architect, while also considering cybersecurity. So this is how the flexibility of these fields would be, and you need engineers who are designing these applications on a daily basis, who are teaching you while you're studying in that course. My concept is simple. While you're here for your BTech for 4 years, why can't you already become a senior engineer? In any other case, you'll be spending 4 years giving exams and not doing anything. You don't know if TCS would even exist for 5 years. Would companies in US be outsourcing their coding work to companies in India? Why would they if AI would do it better? And if that is the case, who will hire a copy-paste engineer? Any startup in the next 5 years would probably only need 4 or 5 employees who are architects of the application, who are the solution finders, who are able to think of everything, who are able to combine services, combine the already read code, the architecture, the problem, but the solution finding, the architecture of, and that comes with experience. Why not already have that experience within that course? Because most of the engineering colleges are not prepared like that. They're not made like that. They're not run by engineers. And that's why we thought our position is quite unique. If an organization, if a computer science skilling, training, engineering is made by engineers, it'd be very different from any other course in the world. So there is our major. Then we have 8 or 9 minors that we are offering, and this is because I have a very strong bullish view that in the next 5 years, if you are a CS engineer, being a CS engineer and go work for a company that is not specialized in CS, go work for a bioinformatics company, they'd hire you because they want someone who also knows about bio and AI. Go work in a legacy company that's different from computer science, that's different from tech companies. Tech companies will not be able to hire you, almost the engineers, because they'd already optimized their program. They'd be already having expert engineers who and their owning is bio engineers to build all of their code now. So you need to be specialized in other fields. So unminor programs would be things like smart city, bioinformatics, design, your material science, nanotechnology, robotics. So the fields that would be the future, the fields that would be making the next companies, and they would meet people who know both computer science and the niche expertise of that field. Then most of the delivery of our course will be done through boot camps. Boot camps are experiences of a real job scenario. So for example, if you're sitting in a real office, you'll be working from 9 to 5, and you'll be working on something, finding a solution in straightforward path from one round to the other. And by solving it, you become an expert. And that's how most of training works in industry. But that is not how we do, training in an engineering college. We have classes, we have some activity happening, we have these subjects at different times, and you have to study high subjects at the same time, which is highly confusing. It's already something that we suffered in school. So what do we do now? Say we spend the next 3 months only learning how to build an application, only learning how to use AI, and I'll be the front-end engineer, my colleague will be a back-end engineer, and we'll build it together. And if I do that over the next 3 months, and then maybe I build, say, 5 applications in that time, I will definitely be an expert in that field. That's boot camps. So most of our study will be based on boot camps. We tied up with a lot of resources to provide to our students. They're industrial partners who would be giving all of our students in the internships every year of their degree. Even we are so flexible that if you find an internship or if we find a good internship for you within for the semester, any time of the year, you go join it. We'll create a course around it. If you find something, if you find a project that you're working on and it's going great, you're doing something in robotics, why would I need to do an exam on it? You've already built something on it. Show me your code and we'll score you on it. We tied up with international universities for all those who want to build a career outside of India, in US, UK, across the world. We have around 25 partners for 2+2 and 3+1 courses, so you can start your degree in India, finish it in the United States, maybe build a career out there. And all this is covered with a highly structured and supportful financial department where we are offering multilateral loans with help of our partners to all our students, covering your Indian and outside of education, and almost compulsorily 50% of our students would be going per semester of bucks. So this course is designed to give almost 100 times better experience, 100 times more perspective that we'll be getting in any other university in the country right now, because they're not prepared to prepare you. We have prepared this unique program for you, for those who are different and comes up in us, help us solve problems of tomorrow, help us use AI better as a tool, become the master of it, and solve the next problems that the world's facing right now.